Hi, we welcome June with open heart, open arms, ready to weave this bliss, this beauty, this inspiration and radiance that's coming in this opportunity for us. Mercury stops retrograding and begins moving forward June 4th, June 5th, depending on where you are. And it's exciting because that is when we want to start taking action. This time, this Gemini season brings that beautiful direction of the East, the young lover who weaves that beautiful path of bliss with the opportunity that is open, because the heart is open and there's really no separation between masculine and feminine, right? But it's the aspect within ourselves of the young masculine, that East, and it brings poetry and song and written word, and it's the sunrise and all of those colors. It's awakening to your bliss, awakening to your divine union within that creates the without. It's awakening to the fact that you are the quantum field of light, that you are the creator of your reality. And this opportunity that comes brings this gateway of the solstice, which I'll be talking about a little bit more later at another time, as well as I will be discussing the fairy accord, the grail that is holy within each of us and as a collective. And this magic that this season brings, especially June, which is the late season, if you're in the northern hemisphere, of springtime into the gateway of summertime of taking action. And we'll begin in June with this new moon of beauty and opportunity, but taking action around June 5th, right? Planting those seeds. So one of the cards that I drew for June, gardening. The planting, the reaping of the abundance, the weaving of your timeline, your bliss, your manifestations, the fertile soil, your connection with Pachamama, Mother Earth, with the animal, plant, and mineral kingdom, right? Within yourself, recognizing that connection, and within the earth. Keeping yourself moving, dancing, opening your heart to bliss. And that's what the young masculine can bring in, right? That aspect of ourselves, which is the direction of the East, the element of air, the sword of truth, right? And opening our hearts in movement and allowing the blossoming and unfolding and the undulations of Kundalini Shakti rising, merging and making union within. Throwing our head back in laughter, choosing our truth, standing in our truth, remembering we're sovereign. And so this creates that frequency of joy, you finding your joy in each moment, of feeling that joy, embodying that joy, dancing, rolling on the ground, cartwheeling, spinning around, to change your perspective, shift your perspective, to shift your energy, but to really bring in that joy, the frequency of joy. Finding your soul family. I know a lot of you are connecting to your soul family and bringing them in, and that's okay if you had I see it as an elastic stretch, a rubber band of stretching. Maybe you've met some of them and they've seemed to have fallen away or stretched apart, but they're coming right back. There's this growing and exponential expansion happening within each of us and the collective. And right now at this moment in time, with the Pleiadian light, the Christed light coming in, it's just beautiful. So remember, in your dream time, you are opening to those dream codes and those messages, those sacred communions. So pay attention, awaken to the codings, the messages, the information, giving thanks to the sacred communion, and writing down that and noticing what's coming forward, because we're beginning to dream in a very different way. And I'd love for you to comment below and share with me how you're dreaming, what you're dreaming about. If you want to email me privately, awakening@melissavirtue.com. You can also direct message me or contact me in any other way, and I will respond. I heart bow to you for sharing, those of you who are sharing with me your journey, your dreams, both as in your blissful heart calling dreams, as well as your nightly dreams and what you're moving through in your journeys. But our dream time is changing. A lot of us are beginning to dream for the collective, and it's really powerful, right? Bringing in that information, channeling that information, being that instrument of light and love that we are to bring through, right? And radiate and seed and sing and laugh. And remember, for June, do some kind of celebration, okay, for the beginning of June that has to do with the element of air, the direction of the east. Maybe you see the sunrise. Maybe you whisper or sing a prayer. Maybe you chant, or maybe you do sun salutation outside. Maybe you stand in your truth, right? Because the sword of truth, cutting through all the illusion. Whatever you do, maybe you just feel love and send it down to Mother Earth and send it all throughout her ley lines, her paths of light, her ribbons of light, down into her core, feeding and nourishing her as she brings her nourishment up for us and to all life forms. So remember your self-expression, freeing this beautiful portal, this star gateway, freeing it for the expression of singing, of reading poetry, of intoning, of speaking your truth, of creative expression. Very important for you. Enjoy harmony, love. The last card I drew, fire. Fire to me is such a magical, it says on the card, transmutation, purification. It's the element of the South, the wise king, the wise sage. I think of Merlin, because not only is he here right now with me and with you, and so is that elemental kingdom, the Fae. But it's that burning off of the old, but it's fire is the ignition of our divine inner flame inside that's rising and spiraling up. It's the Kundalini, the Shakti merging, right? It's the flame, the holy flame, and the flame of innocence, and the flame of the heart, the passion for life, for, again, joy. The word just joy keeps coming over and over. And also allowing the inspiration to arise. It's action as well. So wise counsel and action, right? Taking action. Find things that inspire you. You look around to see what you've created, those blessings around in your life, and how they inspire you. The small ones, the large ones, the amazing life that is blossoming and opening. We have so many baby birds here right now, and so many more that are still in their beautiful egg form, and they're about to come out and emerge from those shells. So it's time for you, beautiful light, beautiful soul, beautiful weaver of bliss, to emerge from your cosmic shell, from your chrysalis, right? And I saw a crow. So to add a little bit of more animal magic besides the butterfly and the bee that are coming. And on that note, before I speak about crow, I believe it is June 18th. I'm offering a Sacred Circle offering, so you can find that at melissavirtue.com. And I'm also offering a YouTube for guidance, okay? So you can bring your questions, and if you join live with me, and I am happy to pass forward the information of your questions. So bee and butterfly, transformation, the Fae kingdoms, the otherworldly magic and kingdoms coming, the number 6, the as above, so below, as within, so without, Venus, all of those connections, dream time, elixir of life. And then these are all the words they want me to share with you, these key words, these keys and with coding. But Crow brings magic, creation, new beginnings, right? And so think about what Crow means to you. I'm going to leave it at that for now, and I may talk about Crow soon. So trust that everything that is happening now is divinely guided, that your highest self, your heart is guiding you. Keep unfolding, keep walking through those opportunities, keep trusting your heart's song and melody. Listen, take time to be still and listen. Take time to be still and daydream. So much information comes in waves of light and vibration when we take time to daydream. That is a sacred temple of dreaming. This and allowing ourselves to dream during the day, to daydream, okay? Allowing your mind to wander into the realms and bring in the information, to bring down into your heart. And so I invite you to share with me whatever you would like to share, and I'll talk a little bit more about this as it approaches, but the solstice, that crossing through the gateway from spring into summertime, through the solstice, which is happening June 20th. And this will be in a waxing moon of Piscean moon, which is that watery place. Now, in order to make initiation, to be an initiation, there's always this water element, right? And so, in many, not only folklore, but in mystery schools and in many teachings, in fact, I can't really think of one that doesn't, there's water involved, with crossing a threshold, a boundary, going across a body of water, or diving down into a body of water, anointing with water in order for initiation. So crossing through that gateway for the solstice, through that watery realm that the moon brings, dancing through the Piscean energies, will be powerful indeed. So enjoy this magic of this new season, the laughter, the joy, the harmony, your heart song. I heart bow to you. Thank you so much for joining me.